Hello guys, this video tutorial is related to writing chapter number 5 for thesis. So before starting discussing the write-up of chapter number 5, you have to see the results of the Blsn of the hypothesis testing. So these were the results. You can see that in these results, content quality has a significant impact on brand learning value. Content quality similarly have a significant impact on hedonic value. Customer contact quality has a significant impact on brand learning value. However, customer contact quality does not affect hedonic value because the value of P is greater than 0.05. Similarly, you can see that brand learning value have a significant impact on customer engagement behavior, and hedonic value have a significant impact on customer engagement behavior. By seeing the values, you can see that hedonic value is highly impacting customer engagement behavior because the coefficient value is 0.342 and here the coefficient value is 0.282. So this value is greater than 0.282. Therefore, hedonic value is highly impacting customer engagement behavior. So in chapter number 5, you have to cover 3 sections. The first is conclusion, the second is implications, and the third is limitations of the study, or you can say that future area of the research. So in the conclusion section, you have to just discuss, in the initial paragraph you have to discuss the study you have conducted. So you can see that in this I have mentioned that this study examined the effect of service design characteristics of social media clothing brand pages, that is content quality and customer contact quality, on customer perceived value, that is brand learning value and hedonic value. In the same vein, this study examined the impact of brand learning value and hedonic value on customer engagement behavior, which have 3 dimensions, that is feedback, collaboration and mobilizing intention. This study used SOR theory in developing the research framework, indicating that content quality and customer contact quality serve as the environmental stimuli that help in developing customer value perceptions, including brand learning value and hedonic value, and work as organisms, which in turn form customer engagement behavior. So in the initial paragraph, you have seen that we have initially discussed the aim of the study. After this, we have discussed the theory which we used in developing the research framework, and then we discuss, or you can say that we align it with the aim of the study. In the second paragraph, you have to discuss the results you received while performing the PLSM or hypothesis testing. So in the results, you can see that the result of the study confirmed that adequate, relevant and useful information on brand page help the brand page followers to learn about the brand. You can see that this result is related to content quality with brand learning value. Content quality means that the adequate and the relevant information or the useful information help the followers of the brand page to learn about the brand. In the past, studies have stated that relevant information benefits customers in learning about the brand. Now, this result you get from the PLSM analysis or from the bootstrapping analysis. Now what you have to do is you have to compare your results with the past studies. Now you can see that this statement shows that in the past as well, relevant information benefits customers in learning the brand, and it was stated in the study of Zhang et al. And support better engagement with the brand, and this was it was stated in the study of Islam and Rahman. Now if you found any result which is not similar with the past study, so you have to mention that in the past study the results were unfamiliar or not related, but in your study the results are like this, and the reason of getting these results are this. So you have to mention the reason as well. Okay, after this, content quality, the other brings hedonic value, that is enjoyment, excitement, fun. Carlson et al. 2018 found similar results of content quality on hedonic value in the context of the social brand pages. The study of the Booth and Barakha 2020 also provided an evidence of influencing role of content quality on brand awareness. Now, you have seen that the results of content quality with hedonic value were significant in your study, so you have to mention it and support your findings with the past study. So in short, you can say that you have to support every finding of your study with the past study. You have to compare and you have to contrast the findings of the study with the past studies. Alright, so this is all about the conclusion. You have to discuss each and every result and support and then compare it. Alright, so what you have to write in the implication section. One more thing you have to discuss in the conclusion section is that you have to tell the contribution of your research. So you can see that this study, in the last paragraph, it is stated that this research contributed to the relevant literature from the different perspective. First, this research examines the customer engagement behavior, particularly in the Facebook brand pages. Second, this study advances the findings of Carlson et al. 2018 as it captures the additional richness of customer engagement behavior by measuring mobilizing intention. Third, this study confirms the applicability of SOR theory in the context of social media brand engagement. It has been confirmed that the online brain page characteristics work as stimuli and drive customer engagement through perceived value. So in the concluding paragraph, you have to mention your contribution of the study, and after this you have to mention the managerial implications. So what does it mean by managerial implications? Managerial implications means that how your study is beneficial for the economy. So this study is related to the clothing brand pages engagement, so it means that this study will be helpful for the clothing brand pages of the social media. So what we have to do from your study confirms that content quality helps the customers in getting the awareness about the brand or the brand learning value, and you can see that content quality also gives hedonic value, that is enjoyment and fun. So what you have to do is you have to explain to the managers of the clothing brand pages to, or you can say that you have to suggest to the clothing brand page managers to promote the better content or promote the better information to their customers. So you can see this, that it is written that in accordance to the significant results of content quality on brand learning value and hedonic value, it is recommended to the brand page managers to develop useful informational content for the users of clothing brand pages to enhance informational value for the customers. Since now people are much engaged with social media, it is very important how the information on such pages is designed and maintained. After this, the study highlight the fact that clothing brand pages on social media serve as the mean to get customers updated about the product offered by the brands and excite consumers. Therefore, the information must be designed in such a way that influence consumers to deliver the positive word of mouth about the brand. So what you have to do is you have to provide suggestion to the clothing brand page managers related to your findings of the study. So for each of the finding which is significant in your study, you have to provide the suggestions to the brand managers of the clothing brands. Alright, so this is the part of the managerial implications. You have to discuss each and every result which is found significant in your study. So the last is future line of research and limitations. Limitations mean that is not covered in your study and it will become the future area of the research for the future researchers. So you can see that you have to write like this. Although this research presented several useful theoretical and managerial information, but still it is not free from limitations that give rise to new future research. Firstly, this is the research demonstrates the three drivers of customer engagement behavior, namely feedback, collaboration, and mobilizing intention. In future, researchers can further expand CEB by including other dimensions such as influencing, augmenting, etc. Secondly, this research addressed engagement of Facebook brand pages of clothing brands. Hence, the research model can further be tested in other contexts. Thirdly, this research is specific to Facebook, and therefore future researchers can address engagement in other social media platforms such as Instagram and can perform comparative analysis. Fourth, in this study, the data is specific to Karachi. It may be extended to other cities of the country to draw more holistic results. Similarly, the model can be tested in other countries. Fifth, an analysis across gender can be made in future researches describing the differences between the behavior of males and females on such brand pages. Sixth, this study focused only two characteristics of brand pages, hence future researchers can examine other characteristics such as interactivity, sociability, etc. Other aspects of perceived value can be taken such as social value in future studies. So in this part you have to discuss the limitations of the study, and that's it for chapter number 5. Thank you so much.